Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's MasterConix here, and we're back with episode 9 of our Let's Play series. And as you guys can tell, we're in some place a little bit different. That's right, we're in our storage room. We have finally finished our storage room. I did this all off camera, and honestly, it was a tedious process. I kept going back and wanting to change things, so I'm kind of glad I didn't record it. However, if you are interested in seeing how I kind of built something like this, I do have a tutorial video on how to build something similar to this up on my channel, so it will be up in the top right and down in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. However, we definitely want to get started on today's video. And what I've been thinking is I've got a couple ideas for a couple new projects, and we're going to be needing some wool for that. So I was thinking this would be the time to make an automatic wool farm. So I've kind of already got it set up, so we're going to need to go ahead and grab our materials for it out of our brand new storage room. So I'm going to go ahead and gather all of those, and we're going to take the chests down to where they need to be, and then we'll go ahead and explain kind of what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we're down here at our wool farm, and so what I've planned on doing is putting all the colors of the possible wool that we can get, and we're going to put sheep back in here, and then we're going to have a little hopper like minecart system come all the way through and pick up all the wool, and then we'll have like some sort of sorting system, but we have to actually get that together as well. I've got an idea in my head, but we'll have to see how it comes out. So our first stop is to come out here so we don't have to deal with all these villagers, and let's dig in just a little. We're going to dig in one block just like this, and we're going to clear out a 2x2 area. Actually, it's going to be more than that, but just to start off with, we're going to do a 2x2 area. So you might be looking at this and like, this is a whole lot different from the last clip. We've dug out a lot more. Well, you would be right, because I've actually recorded this whole entire video and decided I did not like how this farm looked or worked. So I've decided to re-record it and make it a little bit more efficient. So what we're going to do is now we're going to place our actual minecart line. And to do that, we're going to need to have blocks all the way down here, all the way. So we're going to place stone bricks, or stone really, and place it all the way along here. So we're going to bring it all the way out just above, one past our last little thing. And then what we're going to do is, I don't have it, but we're going to go grab a dropper, and we're going to drop it into a water stream down below. So let's grab our dropper. We're going to need our hoppers too, our hoopers, and let's come back down here. So we're going to place the dropper right here. If we can place it, nope, we don't want it facing that way. We might have to place it right there. Let's see. Perfect. And then we'll have to move that. Now we're going to have a hopper going into there. And let's break this real quick. And a hopper going into there. There we go. And then what we are going to have to do from there is come back up, place our stone. We're going to have our redstone rail right there, a regular rail, and we're going to come all the way down here, break this back up, put our redstone, and that's going to allow our track to go back and forth. However, over here at the end, we're going to put it so it stops and actually unloads all the wool. So in just a second we'll get that, but we need to place one more power rail just in case right here. So now we're going to make the little contraption to tell basically our minecart to stop at the end here and unload. So what we need to do is we need to have a comparator facing this way, and then a block, a redstone torch, a block, and then a repeater going into it, and then another block. And that way, whenever the minecart gets here, it'll actually stop and unload. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Comparator, block, redstone torch, block, repeater, block. So now we're going to test this theory. I've got blocks all the way already placed up there. So we're going to give this a little push if we can. Boom. It's going to collect all of those, and then it should stop right there, unloading all of them into our dropper. Perfect. And then it will go back once all of those blocks are emptied. So let's speed that up a little bit. And it'll send it right back. Perfect. So that's exactly what we want. So let's place this one right here. There we go. And it'll do the same thing if there are blocks up top there. So let's throw some dirt blocks up there. See? Awesome. It stopped right then and there. Just like what we needed. So our next thing that we need to do is we need to put in a water stream here, and as well get a repeating clock for this. So there are two things that we're going to need. We're going to need 2 slime balls. So we're going to have to go on a hunt for some slime. And I'm not looking forward to that because I have not found slimes anywhere. So we're going to have to go look for those. So we found some ice, so we're going to go ahead and have to harvest that. And that's actually, our base is right there. So luckily we found some right up on this mountain. So let's go ahead and destroy all this ice and get it in our inventory. And then we'll have to make pack ice out of it. And I think we'll have plenty of ice for it. Alright, so we got all of that ice now. And that, honestly, that's plenty of ice, more than what we needed. So that'll be good. Now we need to go find the hunt for the slimes, for 2 slime balls. So let's get to that. Guys, so I was headed out to find a swamp just like this, and I came across this witch's house, which is pretty awesome. We'll have to remember this and remember the coordinates. I've already got it written down, so maybe we can come out here and do something with that. But we are going to wait for nighttime now, and hopefully we get some slimes that spawn out here because we really need some slime balls. So let's go ahead and wait for night. So we're just waiting for some things to spawn around here. Hopefully nothing just comes out and attacks me. We're a little far from home, but we need... Is that a little baby zombie over there? Ah, yes, right there. We've got 2 right there. Perfect. Let's go after them. Well, that was quick. That works. That was 2 right there. Well, we've got a couple over here, so I'm going to go ahead and get these just so we have some excess on hand. Oh, wow, that's a big one. Ooh, stay. Yeah, there you go. Stay in the water. I forgot they break up into these little ones. Well, this works. This is perfect. Getting all these slime balls. Oh goodness. All right. All right, so we got 14 slime balls. I think that should be enough. Now, I was not big brain enough to bring a bed. So we're going to have to dig down a little ways and make a little makeshift dirt hut, unlike what we did on our first night. So when it's daytime, we'll venture back to the base. So we're back now and we can actually make our little contraption. So first we need to make some sticky pistons. And we need 2. So we got our 2 right there. Now we're going to place our sticky piston right there. We are going to mine this little box behind it. We are going to get our observers. And we're going to have it face this way. That is not the way we wanted it. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a temporary block right up there. And just like that. And that should be just fine for us. So whenever we have blocks in there, that will work. And then if we do a comparator, just like that, it'll start dropping them all out just like that. And guys, we have just made our first, or one of our first noise machines. So now, while we're doing this, let's go ahead and put in all the ice that we need right here. And do we want to do... I feel like we should make compact ice. So let's go ahead and bump up right here. And let's make some packed ice. So we'll have to go to our crafting table in here. Thankfully, we've got it right here. And we'll get some packed ice. Got 8 more. We might need to go harvest some more ice up there. Alright, so let's put all of our packed ice down, just like so. And, we're so close. Alright, we'll have to go get some more ice. Alright, so we got 14 more blocks of packed ice. So let's go ahead and place all this over here. And then we're going to have to do our other little noise machine right over here. So let's go ahead and make this one too. Our sticky piston, observer, temporary block, observer, comparator. So we've got all that in. Now we need to go ahead and finish this up. We need some torches and we will need some water. So let's go ahead and grab all that we need. Alright, so we got our water now, and what we're going to do is, I've already placed it out, little signs here. That way we don't have to worry about it too much. But we're going to have water here, and it's going to flow all the way. And then we're also going to need a little bit of water here to flow into there. And then we'll have to put a sign there as well. And I think we still need 2 buckets. So let's grab that. Now we got our 2. Bucket there. And will this actually reach? Ooh, so we're going to need to make a couple more signs and get 1 more bucket of water. There we go. So essentially now, if we throw all of these blocks in here, they're going to flow all the way, and they're going to get placed right here on this cobblestone, which will actually be turned into a little bubble column up to the top. So now that we've kind of got that all situated, let's get back to the top and let's focus on this aspect of the farm. So we need to have glass on either side of here. So we're going to place the observers just like so, facing into the grass block like that, and we're going to do it all the way down like I have already. And then from there, we're going to put a little block, whatever of your choice, preferably one that conducts redstone. And we're going to place it all the way down here, and we're going to put dispensers on top of these observers. So now we're going to place all of these blocks in between, right up, just to make it look nice. And make sure we light this area up too, because we don't want any mobs spawning behind us. Now we need to take our glass, and we're going to place everything in between. Now what I would recommend is if we can get pumpkins or something above these. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place all of these up one. Ooh! Well, that did not work right. So we need some pumpkins. So we're going to come over to our nifty little pumpkin farm, and we're going to grab some of those pumpkins. And we're going to come up here, and we're going to make some jack-o'-lanterns. And that should be enough. So let's grab our shears. And let's keep going all the way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to place all of our jack-o'-lanterns right after each other, just like so. That way, there's adequate amount of light, and you know, that's actually a perfect amount. I will take that. And we're going to take our trees, or our leaves, and we're going to place them right on top. This way the grass will have adequate light so it can grow easily. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place block up like that, block right there, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, all the way down. And then comes the fun part of trying to get the sheep into this little area. So now we gotta get the sheep in here, and we're gonna have to do this very carefully. Well, we've already got one right here. So let's move this villager, And I think we're going to need some leads. All right. We're going to have to do this how many times? Quite a few. Let's make sure we got our glass to block them in. Perfect. All right. There's number one, and we're going to do this another 14 times. So we got our dye, so we're going to come in and start to dye our sheep. And magenta? Where's that purple? That's purple. There we go. And Mr. Sheep, I need you to move. We left only 2 sheep out just in case we ever need it so we can breed. And there's blue, and we're going to go all the way down this line. That is green. And I believe we should have everything. Ooh, nope, not magenta. That's pink. I will have to come back for magenta. It's pink. So we're placing all the shears now in the dispensers. That way, so when we go to shear these sheep, they'll actually be all ready, and then they'll update the block, and then we should be able to see it go. Let's get these shears, and we're going to have to shear each one time. And we can hear the hopper actually going. There we go. And so now as that grass grows back, they'll eat it just like that, and it should have sheared just right that. We have the redstone up, correct? You know, we forgot a very important aspect of this, and that's the redstone. So let's get the redstone out. That would be why it's not working. There we go. Now that we've got the redstone in here, as they grow their wool and eat the grass, it should power that dispenser, and then they will be sheared automatically. Glad we caught that before just walking away. So let's try this again. Let's see, does anyone have... Perfect. See, we just saw that one happen. Now we can put in our glass. And now we have to build storage for this too. So what I'm thinking is for the storage, we're going to have to tear down this building right here, which is unfortunate because this has kind of been our go-to building for sleeping in for quite a while. It's his house, so we're going to have to tear this all down to make room for our storage area. So sir, say goodbye to your house. It is going to be no more. So our next aspect of this is actually going to be to build a little water column. And so we need to bring this up, I would say 4 blocks, or yeah, 4 blocks, and we'll come in with our white stained glass, which is right here, and we're going to act as if this is a little water chute. So we need some kelp, so we're going to have to go get that, because if you guys know the trick of putting kelp on sand, or not on sand, and then have flowing water, it actually turns it into a source block. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we need just 1 bucket, and then we need some kelp. So let's swim out here, get ourselves some great kelp, and I don't know how much we need, so we're going to go ahead and just grab 2 of these. Maybe an extra just for safekeeping. So we're going to drop down in here, and we're about to see what it's like. And we've gone, wow, quite a bit of wool already. So let's place that sign right there, put our sand right here, somehow get out of here. And let's get our kelp. All source blocks, and we don't have soul sand, so we're going to have to go get that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, our soul sand, break that sand right there, and right there you should see bubbles going up it. So we just had to replace the sign, and that way it goes spitting up. So now that this section is done, we need to get back to the top. Easiest way to do it is go all the way up and ride it up, and then perfect. and you should see this comes shooting out, whatever is about to. So I'm coming to you guys after the fact now, and what I realized after this moment, I had done a few things wrong. Now, going back, I realized that the little distance between the entryway to the bubble column was not long enough for it to actually get enough speed to be shot through. So I had to expand that out and push it out. As well as I actually took the bubble column and shifted it over about 4 blocks to, I guess you could say, towards the mine or west. And I had to do that so I could get adequate storage. Now, my plan was to show you guys how to actually build an auto sorter. And as I was doing that, I ran into quite a few problems where I got really frustrated. So I wasn't able to actually record this. So you guys will actually be able to see a tutorial on how to build an auto sorter on my channel. The card will be linked up above. And so what you guys will see is actually the finished product of the wool farm in just a second. So we've finally completed our actual wool farm build with an auto sorter. As you guys can notice, and I just talked about in the last clip, that I didn't actually get to show this being built, and that's because I had a whole lot of issues with the auto sorter. I was having more than one color get put into a chest, and it just got to the point where I got so frustrated I had to stop. So as you guys can see, occasionally you'll see little shoots of wool going up there. Let's see if we can see one coming up. Just saw one go shooting up, and so they're all coming. Like I said, what we built down here, which was great, was this little part right here, the automatic wool farm. And the only color we're missing is black, but you know, I'm not too keen on using the black color, and if I do, I will add it in later. So that is ultimately our wool farm. I'm super happy with it. We've got access to it back here, just in case whenever we need to replace these shears. So we're golden there. We've got our wool coming up and being auto sorted up into here, and as you guys can see through this little window, I have access to some of the redstone, and then it's all beautifully sorted. So I'm quite happy with it, and I tried to make this look like a storage building in a way. It looked a little weird at first, so I had to manipulate it a little bit to make it to my liking, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button down below, especially if you like this content. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I worked real hard on it. It took me quite some time to actually make this build. So go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys in our next episode.